This week's episode is brought to you in spooky vision. Be warned, all scenes will be accompanied by pictures of James Corden.
Welcome to the Virtual Insanity Podcast. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back, Virtual Insanity fam. And today we're quite nervous about this episode because it's 13.
Yes.
And I don't know about the rest of the world, but 13, that it's a superstition that...
It's the worst number. I have to have the TV on either 12 or 14. I have to have the car radio on either a 12 or a 14. I can't have it on 13. It just brings bad luck.
What other superstitions, like, can you remember, like, these make... Please tell us if you've got other superstitions or...
Yeah. We'd like to hear from you guys. Do you have the same superstitions as we've got, or have you got different ones from different countries, or local, sort of like super local superstitions, or your family? If your family has superstitions, my family holds a superstition. All the male side of my family can't have green cars.
Right.
My dad's crashed a green car. My uncle's crashed a green car. I've crashed a green car. And my cousin's crashed a green car. Every time we have a green car, something bad happens to it.
That's quite random.
Yeah.
Like,
random and weird. So now, I won't have a green car.
I'm going to paint your car green one night.
I mean, I'll just end up in a pile up. Like.
No, we won't do that. But, so, the Friday the 13th one,
yeah,
that definitely got me thinking, and there's a term for it, and I looked it up, and...
Are you going to butcher this word?
I don't want to say it, because I look at it, and I swear it's got the whole alphabet in. Like, it's just one of them words, and I think you said it better earlier.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was
Let me look at this word, and I'll...
A few moments later.
So, the word is triskaidekaphobia. If I've butchered that, let me know, because I probably are.
It's a total fabrication.
What's your favourite? What's your favourite superstition? You must have a favourite out of all of them.
I was thinking about it, and then I always remember breaking a mirror when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And for a good 6 years... No bad luck.
Okay.
Right, I'm there. I remember when I broke it, it was that fear. And like, your mum's like, what have you done? 7 years bad luck. And you're like, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
And I think I did it when I was about 7 or 8. Like, it was... And I always remember getting to this point where I was like, it's been 6 years. Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
That next year... Pow!
Yeah.
Bad luck central. I was just like,
the mirror, the mighty mirror.
And it's actually down to your own stupid actions and things like that. Like, you control it, and something bad happens.
See, I broke a mirror when I was a kid, and I remember attributing any sort of bad luck I had for sort of like 6 months, just because I broke a stupid mirror. Do you know what I mean? But then, yeah, you do get to like sort of like near the end of your sentence and breaking the mirror, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And you're like, 6 months to go. We're good, you know what I mean? And like, you know, you'll probably receive some more bad luck between then and
get caught speeding or...
Yeah,
like,
but just... like, you... Yeah, and then after that 7 years, again, it just pops into your head and you're like, oh yeah,
I'm free.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm free from that 7 years. And I don't know, I mean, there's that one. I mean, another one that I was always like, why is this about? And that's shoes on the table.
Oh, yes. The old shoes on the... I remember getting a clip around the ear.
Yeah, brand new shoes on the table.
Brand new shoes on the table.
And, like, most things, there's got to be, like, a folklore to it.
Yeah, there's always some sort of story to it.
There's some reasoning behind... why we have these superstitions, I guess.
Yeah.
So that one I always remember having to look it up. I was like, but why? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I've been shouted at for putting shoes on the table. I don't know why. It's just, but it's where I'm putting them.
Yeah.
Like, you walk past the table and put them down.
Yeah, just pop them down on the table because they're brand new.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put them on the floor.
So, one of the stories I saw for it was, it relates back to miners.
Yeah.
When they died.
Yeah.
The family would put the boots on the table in memory.
Okay.
As a, just,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how long for, but...
It's like forever.
What, so they just left...
Just a pair of boots on the table.
But that was so... In a way, I don't understand that as bad luck, because it's a memory.
Well, I suppose it's a sign of death.
Yeah,
So
so
you
you
put
associate...
you putting the boots on the table to signal a miner has died, or that miner of that family has died. Therefore, you're inviting death into the into the house because...
Yeah, because I suppose, in theory, that'd be the dad.
Pretty much,
Or
yeah.
like
The breadwinner
Yeah.
of the time, definitely, yeah.
So
it was, big thing,
Yeah.
big thing. I know another story. So, sort of like the other story to this is, when people used to get hung, you could hear the scraping of their shoes on the boards.
Yeah.
It was kind of like represented a table. Yeah, just sort of like represented the table. Hence, again, you're inviting death into the house.
Yeah, I
Don't want to
mean-
do that.
Or has that got one of them, like, over time, obviously it's been lost, but was it, don't put shoes on the table because of that? Because if you'd witnessed that, death was coming, like...
Yeah,
It's
possibly.
that whole, like, if you turn away and don't see the shoes on the...
Yeah, you sort of like don't see it. But I think the miners one is probably a bit more grounded in.
That
Do you
definitely
know what I
does
mean?
sound like British.
It
sort of-
resonates more.
Then again, though, we used to go watch hangings for free.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
It was like a big event.
I couldn't imagine doing that.
I think about it sometimes. I'm like, would I have gone to the hanging at dawn?
Yeah, would you?
Or would I have gone to see someone get beheaded?
Would you have gone?
See, I think about it now and I'm like, I'd go because I'm curious,
Would you? You would go?
right? But no, but it's a completely different like thought process because I was like, but why would I? But I'm curious. Like, I want to see someone die. Like, not but if it was it's on the table for you. Like, I don't know, the death penalty comes back and you can go witness lethal injection live. Would you do it?
No.
Yeah, it's not saying.
'Cause it's like
see someone
grim.
getting hung.
I suppose the theatrics of like, like.
Yeah, but did people go home and be like, did that really happen?
No, I think I could imagine the blood.
No,
and
but
and the screaming, and the smell probably, and the sound would be imprinted on you. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, but
See, with a,
yeah, but is this your first ever one, and then do you go back? Because it's like every week, you know.
it's that human.
Instead of a football match, it's go to the local hanging.
It's that human morbid.
Timothy got caught stealing a loaf of bread. He's being
Yeah.
hung in the morning. Oh,
It's that
right.
human morbid obsession with seeing. It's like in modern times, when you see a car crash on the motorway,
Yeah.
and like everybody slows down to look at it.
It's that-
It's that. Yeah,
As you drive
it's
past.
like a morbid fascination with it. I think I think you probably have to go and see it. See one of them at least, either a guillotine or an old fashioned English head chopping. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, or just the hanging.
Hanging, yeah. But again, I can imagine that just be a bit.
So, would you
gnarly.
have gone and watched people get eaten by the tigers in the Colosseum if you were a Roman?
If I was a Roman,
And you
probably
could go to
because
the
I was a
Colosseum and
Roman.
be like, yeah, I'm watching some hardcore death today.
Probably. I mean,
Like some gladiators fighting.
it's not the same. But UFC, especially back in the day, UFC was very violent. Not saying that people died and that, because I don't think they did, but like they weren't shy of allowing the entire octagon to be red with blood.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's calmed down a little bit now, but again, it's that morbid fascination. You're gonna, I suppose, if you're asking me as a Roman, of course, because I'm a Roman, so I'm probably going to go and watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but-
because it's just it's sort of like
So-
just nature to go watch it with everybody.
You can go back in time,
Yeah.
right? And you know everything you know, so you've got your own morals. and
Right.
values.
Okay. So I'm going back as me.
Yeah, you're going back as you. And actually, I'm going to throw this scenario at you because I think I'm curious on this as well. So, you can either go to a live crucifixion,
Right.
a live beheading, either guillotine or axe, a live burning at the stake, or a live hanging. Which one?
Guillotine.
Yeah, why?
I couldn't watch someone be burned at the stake. There's no way in hell am I watching someone being burnt alive. It's just not happening. What I find interesting is none of the history books sort of really drive down on the screaming that the noises you would hear for the first 5, 10, 20 minutes would be the most blood-curdling noises you would ever hear from a human being. Mm-hmm. A hanging, you could hear some pretty gnarly noises. Do you know what I mean? A guillotine, done. Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah, no, I get that.
the
But
body might wriggle for a quick second, but done. Do you know what I mean? And a crucifixion. You're absolutely
no, that's just.
I couldn't watch any. No. Do you know what I mean? Like,
If I was walking past
thing
and they
is-
just started to hammer,
no, that's the fucked up thing.
I would go, "Oh,
No, bro,
Jesus is getting crucified." There,
that's the fucked up thing, bro. They kept them things up for like weeks.
yeah.
So that'd be like going to like city centre. Oh,
Yeah, but they used to do that in Tower of London, Traitors Gate and stuff. They used to like put
No,
spikes on
they
heads
used
on spikes.
Yeah, they used to chop the head. Once they chop the heads off, they'd plonk them on the spikes. Yeah, and again, that's like into the main city centre walkway. Like, you're literally gotta go to town today.
Oh,
Cool.
I won't steal some bread.
Do you know what I mean? You're gonna look up and be like that. But yeah, what about you? What are you going for? Which one are you going for?
Depending on who was asking me, like if I could sweet talk them, I'd ask for a round trip.
Well, all of them.
Yeah,
You psycho.
I'd just be curious.
No.
Like, no,
fuck?
like I genuinely, I'm a bit like, as much as I don't want to see someone get burnt alive, I'd have to watch it.
No. No.
And then I'm there going, did they have to pay money?
No.
So did they pay a tenner to go watch someone get burnt? It's like,
No.
oh,
No.
Jocelyn's getting burnt at the stake.
No, because it'd be classed as.
Front rows sold out. But we could get row 5, up a tier.
You're not in the splatter zone.
You can't dab your blankie in
You
the
know what I
blood.
mean? I mean, they used to do that with the Kings.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that was crazy. No, you're a fucking psycho for that. You're absolute psycho for that.
You're saying you
That's
wouldn't?
fucking grim. No, I'd go for a guillotine and I'd be done.
Really?
Maybe an old-fashioned like axe head chop. Or
Well, so a guillotine and the axe head chop.
yeah, I'd be happy with either of them because you
No, you're seeing one.
swing.
Do you want to just see both, or would you trade in one for a hanging?
I'd much rather see a guillotine because it's
Yeah, so you,
it's so fucking theatrical. Do you know what I mean? The whole mechanism itself is like dramatic. It's just like fucking hell.
yeah.
That's a blade, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Do you think they sell programs?
Maybe.
Like,
With a little foreword from the person that's getting executed.
it's like, I'm sorry for my crimes. I have repented,
Yeah.
but obviously,
Turn to the back page for the executioner's jokes. Your executioner today is...
Let's get ready to slicey.
I wonder if they had a warm-up act.
Yeah, like there was a main event. It was like
Tough crowd here today.
Today, guillotining. Yeah. And it starts at 4 and it ends at 7. And it's like, first up, Little Mary.
Wonder if they have theme music.
She lost a sheep.
You know, like a...
Yeah, like, dun, 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 dun.
like a wrestler's theme music, you know what I mean?
Hailing in.
Hailing in at a measly 80 pounds.
From Bristol.
She stole your sheep.
And then lost it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be... I mean, you know, that none of that happened.
And your sponsor today is...
Yeah. And today's ex-sponsor is...
The main event, sponsored by Jorex. Or something. It's like the most random sponsor for this. And you're like, all right.
Protect your family by not having kids.
Or sponsored by Mr. Muscle. Remove some stains you got.
We're ahead of the competition.
Redeem your ticket stub for a 20% discount.
Oh, God.
Only available today. Live at the execution.
I wonder if they sold, like, snacks.
Well, I reckon at a burn-in, they're doing like a hog roast
You
or
fucking
something.
grim. You fucking grim for saying that.
No, there's something to hide the smell. But also the smell of meat cooking is going to invoke hunger.
Didn't even
So
think of the smell.
So, hog roast, right next to it.
That's going to get confusing for some folk.
Yeah, that's the people that have had too many bevies.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And
They're
do
just
you
going to
think
take a slice out of old
Do you
fucking
think
Mary.
those hooligans, like, protesters and, like, for it and, like, the family
Yeah.
are like, no, they're innocent.
Yeah, of course.
They're like, tear gas.
They probably just beat them, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? But then saying that, I think most burn-ins were witches. Burn already! What about you guys? Which one are you going for? Or are you going to go and see them all, like Captain Psycho here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I take notes. Like,
Stop it. What? I mean, the only notes I want you to be taking are popcorn was sold here.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'd review
Do you
the
know what I
whole
mean? Yeah.
experience. Like,
I mean...
and to be fair, I think now, talking about it, if I went and it was just a crowd and that was it, no food, no buying a ticket, no paying for like ponchos and stuff. They've got a meet and greet. You can have your picture taken.
Oh my god. A meet and greet before and after.
Yeah.
You're just there with a headless corpse, like.
Yeah, but then there could be the VIP package, sat on the actual guillotine stage.
Oh my god. Be the first to pick the head up.
Yeah, but the rules where it rolls to.
Well,
if it rolls to you, it's yours.
It's either that or it goes in a basket, and then the executioner picks it up and is like, "Yeah, motherfucker."
Yeah, and then turns his back on the crowd, the VIPs, and throws it up.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's like a wedding bouquet.
Yeah.
Whoever catches it's next getting guillotined.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "No, you fucker!"
Then it turns into hot potato.
Oh god.
Well,
I just can't believe you go see them all.
Hey there, everybody across the pond over there in Jolly Old. This is your boy Mark with his dang old venture buddy.
I'm Johnny.
We are here to answer a question for you sweet, sweet virtual insanity lads. Johnny, the boys are talking about terrible ways to die in the medieval world.
Ooh.
You get a time machine, you get to visit one of these events. A live crucifixion, a beheading with like an axe or a guillotine, a burning at the stake, or a hanging. Which one do you attend and why?
Ooh, I'm really glad you didn't do something like even more messed up, like drawing and quartering, because that is also just beyond obnoxious. So I think, I have a very weak constitution when it comes to things. I used to be pretty hardcore in those young old days, right? We all did. We all like to hang out, watch awful things on the internet, and desensitize ourselves for just the fun of it.
Right.
Out of all these options, I think there's only one that I could actually stomach seeing in person, and that would be the beheading. And maybe it's because it's like instantaneous, right? Like I don't have to listen to somebody scream the entire time, which at least two of the three of those would be that. I don't have to watch somebody like flail around for a while because, hanging is always a crapshoot. It's a 50% chance you don't break your neck when you fall down. So I think I'm going to go with the beheading. Even if it's with an axe, I would prefer the guillotine because, well, that's metal as shit. But like in more ways than one. But even just an axe beheading, like go get me some Lord Stark. Like I will desert the Night's Watch, I guess, and just have to get my comeuppance.
Okay, right on.
Yeah,
good answer.
So, but really, let's be honest here. None of them sound like a fun way to die. I mean, dying isn't a fun way to die, but we all have our own ways that we'd like to go.
Yeah, I don't think I can handle the crucifixion. That's a little too heavy, but
even the Greek in you wouldn't want to see that.
I mean, also that, all that latent genetic memory. No, I would do I'd do a witch burning. That'd be kind of cool. See what happens there.
Ooh, okay.
Or honorable mention, the stone pressing. Like the Salem witch trials. That dude, Giles Corey. And they put a bunch of rocks on him, and like the last thing he said was more weight. Yeah, that'd be a pretty weird way to spend an afternoon.
It's the most metal way of dying that's not actually metal.
No, but it rocks. Anyway, Virtual Insanity Boys, thank you so much for having us.
Yes,
we love
thank you.
Johnny. Let's go.
See you later, guys.
Thank you. What about let's see how sick you really are. Yeah? Brazen Bull. You know what that one is?
No. Oh, where they put them in the fire.
It's a cast iron bull.
Yeah. And the inventor was put in it.
Yeah, you get put into it. They shut it up, set a fire underneath it. You have a tube to breathe. And apparently when you're fucking screaming down that tube, it sounds like a fucking bull.
But, yeah.
Would you go and see that? You sick fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd go see someone get put in an Iron Maiden.
I mean, that's a lot like...
It's a reverse Hellraiser, man. Like,
that's a lot like Lethal Injection. Because it's just...
No, but you don't die, you just bleed. Slowly.
That's what I mean, like, you just shut the door. It's just like...
yeah, but you can see their eyes.
Oh, great. It's boring.
Yeah, the pain. Like,
yeah.
You could see them in, like... And you'd be, like, looking at them, like... They're in pain.
Yeah, all right, Charles Manson. Fucking hell.
They're bleeding out.
Jesus Christ.
What about the rack? Would you pay to spin it a couple of times?
Listen, I'd probably pay to get on the rack and stretch me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
crack my back.
Yeah.
Again,
the rack experience.
No, the noise.
Sponsored by Madame Tussauds.
The noise you would hear on that rack when it popped your joints all.
Yeah.
That's like when you get some fried chicken and you like pop one of the joints accidentally. You're like,
yeah,
I can't eat chicken ever again.
Oh no.
I can't eat boneless chicken. I can't eat bone chicken anymore.
Well, you see, I can, but I know what you mean. Like that one time when I bit into the end of a bone, and you're like,
I remember watching Beard Meats Food on YouTube. It's one of his earlier videos, and he was doing a wings challenge.
Right.
And the way you get these wings,
yeah, because you flick them, don't you, in a certain way, and then the meat pops up.
He just squashed it, and it just turned into a lollipop.
Yeah,
like a meat lollipop, and just seeing a bit done, wing done. And it just fascinated. I was like, I want to try that. So I went to KFC. Literally went to KFC. Got some hot wings. Oh shit, yeah, it does work. And as I was eating it,
you got that cartilage.
It just like sort of started rolling in my head. Hang on a minute, there's something a bit foreign here, and then I can't eat wings ever again because of that. It's grim. But yeah, I couldn't do the rack. Again, that's gnarly. What about stoning?
I was going to say that one because I always like the Monty Python sketch of it, and I'm like, yeah.
Would you take part? Because that is a interactive.
Yeah, because they did it like £5 for 10 stones and stuff, like walking around selling them.
Yeah, would take part? I wonder if you get a bonus for the kill shot.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
What'd you win?
I don't know. What could you win?
The body.
What did he say?
Oh God!
I was like, congratulations, you've got to bury him.
Win his shoes.
The tooth you've knocked out.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
So yeah, but I think I'd have to, like, if I was at the time.
Yeah, you
I'd be
fucking
like,
would.
I'd be
You'd
like,
do it now, you fucking cunt.
I'd be like, yeah, I want to throw a stone at someone. But how big are these? Like, is it different prices for the bigger stones? Like
Maybe.
Like 50 quid for a boulder.
It's got to get fucking stupid though. It fucking come in with a great fucking rock, like yeet, they're dead.
Yeah, but you could start off with like pebbles.
I think it is like I want to say skimming stones.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Just proper skimming stones,
skimming them across.
Smooth bitch boys. Do you know what I mean? Swing like. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Why are we talking about this?
Well, we're onto it now.
I mean,
what about for?
I don't know if I'm late to the party or not to answer this question, but I'm going to answer anyway. It's going to have to be a life hanging for me. Yeah, peace out, guys.
Defo, see a beheading. Imagine seeing someone's head just roll away. So sick.
If I had to choose, it would be death by guillotine, purely to see if the head still functions for a few seconds after it is removed from the body. A crucifixion takes too long and I don't have 2 to 3 days spare. A burning is too horrific to think about. Also, the smell might ruin my love of bacon. A hanging would be boring, and also they apparently shit themselves when they've been hung, so that's a big nope for me.
I'd go for a beheading because I want to see how the head reacts after being separated from the body. And I've seen enough gore since Rotten.com to know I couldn't handle someone being burned alive.
What about hung, drawn and quartered? Because that's like a whole mix of shit that you're
yeah, well, that's everything. Yeah, actually, to be fair, that's what I'm going to see.
What, a hang, drawn and quartered?
Yeah, I get to see a bit of everything.
Jesus.
Oh, God!
You know, brought down, hung, tied to horses.
No.
Yeah,
no, that's not how.
Drawn in.
No, that's not how that goes. They get hung.
Yeah.
To within an inch of their life.
Yeah. Then they get tied to the back of a horse.
No.
Or trailer.
No. They get put on a table. Yeah. They get sliced.
Yeah.
And all of their internal organs are pulled out of their body while they're still alive.
Is this next to a hog roast or something?
It's funny you should say that, because all your internal organs do go into a fire. So you can smell your own organs burning before you die. Normally at that point,
you're dead.
You end up dying. How strange.
My heart's in a fire next to me.
Then they chop you up. And off you go.
So you
go. It's the four corners of the country of that. You know. Yeah. So in Britain, you'd end up in fucking
Scotland.
You'd end up in like
Well,
if it's England, you'd end up in like what? You've got fucking Newcastle. You've got Kent.
Yeah.
Cornwall, and Liverpool.
Yeah, and for one bit of your body's in each place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then your head's at Traitors Gate.
Yes.
I'd go see it.
Swing.
I'd go see that.
No, I wouldn't.
I'd get the 3-day package ticket.
Oh, Christ.
With transport included. So then you could do the Tour de
murder.
Yeah.
Tour de death.
Like, in your tickets, you get a fucking horse and carriage behind the body part being dragged to Liverpool.
You'll know if Matt's ever succeeded time travel, because all of a sudden in the history books will be this mad bastard turning these things into a day at the fucking races.
I'd make a Netflix series.
Christ almighty.
No! No!
Like, how are you doing that in them times?
No, because I'd come back.
Oh, you're going to come back
And then
just
I'd have all my notes.
Yeah.
Like a day at the hanging.
Imagine taking a camera.
Yeah. Well,
Would it
get
work?
anything better? I don't know.
Like, you'd think the camera would work, but would it work?
Well, if you run out of batteries, you're screwed. You know, it could be a proper intense day out of like, I'm not ending. Oh, battery's gone. Great.
If you're only taking one battery with you, I'd give you a slap, honestly.
Yeah, but even the changing, I'm missing a blood curdling scream or something.
You're missing one simple fact.
What?
If you've got a camera here, yeah, what do you think the people around you are going to do? You're going on that stake, pal.
No.
Yes, because they'll be like, that's witchcraft. Get on the stake.
Yeah, sure. Or
And then
all right, I've got a GoPro like attached or like a tiny camera just attached like there. And I'm just there like, I'm dressed up in the period clothes. You know, I'm not getting mistaken. And I film it that way.
So, I suppose the best question to ask you, really, I can't believe I've not asked this already. Would you just be the executioner? Could you do it?
If I had a family and I needed to pay the bills, yeah.
Bruh. You see, if they brought executions back now, I'd want them to do it in a completely different way.
Like what? Sing and dance?
No. The Running Man. Please look, listen, I've had a lot of thought into this, okay? It can 100% work. People have got to kind of get cool with murder again, but they might not get murdered. They might escape.
Okay. So,
if you got a time travel, you went back and somehow well, to be fair, to be an executioner, not many people enjoyed doing it because essentially you're murdering people for the king or queen or government.
But you're getting paid.
And you're getting paid for it. So it was seen as a bad job. So
what, like?
Yeah, like, no, seriously, it was like, genuinely, that's why executioners wear masks.
Yeah, so you don't know who they are.
So you don't know who they are. So they remain anonymous.
Do you think it was like jury service? Like you just got called up?
No, these guys were normally the local butcher is normally who it was. So even if they had a mask on, you'd be like, I know that guy. He's my butcher. You know what I mean?
Is that what I ate yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it tasted different.
But no, so would you be the executioner now? Of course you would. I know you would. Look at you.
Yeah, I think, like, if I could just cut the guillotine cord, just like...
Fuck off, are you taking the easiest one?
No, but that... Oh, what, like in the match, I'd do that.
Really?
Yeah.
You
just
I mean, you're not lighting a match, obviously. You've got like a big...
Yeah, and just throw
I mean, to be fair, you've got like a big giant match.
Look, one of my favourite things to do is make fires.
What did he say?
Like, I get proper strategic. So, not only would I want to set the fire, I'd want to build the fire.
You'd be, yeah.
I'd
You'd be a man of your craft.
I'd be like, right, I'm making a nice pyramid there at the top. I can get inside it to light the kindling and then come out, so it's like, you know, it's 5 foot high, this pyramid.
Yeah, it don't need to be that big.
Oh no, this does. It's a spectacle.
Oh, okay.
People are paying.
Okay.
People are paying
right,
good
sorry,
money.
Yeah. We're on your.
Yeah, like the odd day's work. They deserve a bit of entertainment. £10. There's a hog roast. I've got rides.
You know these things were free, don't you?
Yeah, well, they're not in my world.
Because it was seen as a what's it for the people?
Yeah, but
justice for the people, so the people could see the justice being handed out.
Yeah, but you're not saying you want to try and make some money out of it. Sell T-shirts, balloons.
Yeah, I mean,
you sell.
You're gonna get executed so fast if you get time travel. It'd be fucking dangerous. You'd walk out your machine with balloons and people would be like, fucking witch, kill him.
Yeah, but then you get a different experience.
Well, it'd be the last experience you ever experienced.
Yeah, but you could do the executioning, and then because you feel guilty, that's why you go with balloons and stuff. Or cake. There could be a big cake come out.
You're gone.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll have to come and time travel back to save you.
Yeah, but then...
And then we're going to both run away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wouldn't be any Bill and Ted.
No.
It'd be...
This would be like a...
Itchy and Scratchy.
This would be like an acid trip version of Doctor Who. Well, Matt, after that slight tangent, I think we should get back to what we were talking about, the superstitions.
Yes, they're weird, our superstitions.
Yeah. One of my favourites is the magpie one. So if you see a singular magpie, you have to either salute the magpie, say good morning, or
how's
good evening.
your wife?
How's your wife? You always got to ask about the wife. Or you frantically search for that secondary magpie to turn it into a lucky experience, supposedly. Yeah, so as well as the bad superstitions that we've talked about, and there's plenty of others. Walking under a ladder you can't do.
Yeah.
Walk under scaffolding you cannot do, because again that's bad luck. The various other scenarios. I quite like the good luck ones that we have. So for instance, when you make a cup of tea in this country, or a coffee, and you just stir it to mix everything in, you know what I mean? You stir it. You're not vigorously stirring. If you end up with like a mass amount of bubbles on the top of your drink, it means that you've got money coming. And that genuinely kind of works for me, which is weird.
I've never actually heard or noticed it.
Like,
I know what you mean.
You'll probably start noticing it now, and then when you find you've got a large amount of bubbles in your hot drink, you'll probably find you'll end up with some sort of monetary compensation.
So basically, every Thursday I make a coffee or a cup of tea.
Yeah.
The next day I wake up because I've been paid.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you've got money coming, so you will have money coming. You should have bubbles.
I might study it for the next week.
I would.
Like, every time I make a coffee now, I do a tally.
Yeah.
And if it bubbles,
don't force the bubble in.
Oh, no. Just my normal...
I mean, to be fair, the bubbles, no, they pop. Like, you only get left with the amount you're getting left with. Do you know what I mean? Same with the 4-leaf clover. You find a 4-leaf clover and it's the luckiest thing in the world.
Yeah, because it's a genetic
mutation, and it is incredibly, very rare to find. Because on another superstition of if you see a shooting star, it's good luck. And it's good luck and you make a wish.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think that comes from Disney, when you wish upon a star.
Yeah. You know what? But did they play on that good luck superstition?
Possibly.
Was that already a thing?
I mean, it must.
When you wish upon a star.
It must have been, surely. But I only really know it from Disney, if I'm being completely honest. And Pinocchio, yeah.
But was it already about?
It must have been.
Because he makes a wish upon a star.
There's a whole fucking person turns up. This woman turns up like, yo, I'm from that star.
Yeah.
Do you want a wish? You know what I mean?
And you're his conscience.
Oh, you little prick, come here.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, that's a good superstition. Another one, if your right palm itches, it's right to receive, so you should receive something decent, good luck.
But if you're left, you're getting stolen.
If it's left, you're getting a loss, or something not good will happen.
Well, that's similar to the ear one, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right spite.
So if your right ear burns, it means that somebody is talking about you in an ill way. If your left ear burns, it's because somebody is talking about you in a loving way, or it's somebody that loves you and is talking about you.
Yeah, that one's mad. Because I always like to do
check.
that every so often.
Just check.
But you feel that burning sensation, don't you?
Well, you feel a warmth around your ear, and you're like, what's going on here? And you're like, someone hates me here.
Who are you?
You know what I mean? You fucking prick.
Can I see you on the guillotine?
Until next time, thank you for listening. A comment, like or share really helps us out, and we would love to hear your stories and thoughts in the comments section below.